made it. We made it. Oh, Cancer, you're the last sign I'm reading for, and I cannot be happier. Hey, Cancer, honey, how are you? Welcome to the Loose Lumiere channel. Welcome to your main guidance. I do guidance readings here. I try to suss out what the best way is for you this month. With everything that goes on in a month, I'm not sure I touch on everything, but I give the guidance for your highest good and the highest good of all. So you get to see what part of your life, what part that applies to. Okay, may I please have guidance for the highest good of Cancer, please, for the month of May, and the highest good of all. The highest good for Cancer in the month of May, please. Thanks. Oh. We're done here. We have TikTok. Okay. In time, peace is coming. If things are a bit rocky, or if things are a bit boring, or if things aren't happening as fast as you'd want them to, yeah, if things, yeah, it's, I see it, I hear you, I feel it, but May is coming. May is going to eventually bring you peace. Things are eventually going to work out in the way that they need to in time for you. Okay, Cancer? You may have been dealt a bad hand. I don't know in what. Is it your parents? Is it work? Is it just you waiting for something to happen and it's not happening? Or it has happened and you don't know what to do? It's gonna happen. It's gonna pop off. It's going to. I'm really getting like resolve. You know, in time. There's gonna come a time when things will reach some fruition. Because I see here that things may not. If there's something that you're like, oh man, like why me? Or like, oh man, again, or oh, it's going to be a-okay in time. A new love. Hey, it's gonna be okay in time. Just sit tight. What are you guys going through? What the heck? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's gonna be okay in time. That's what I just keep getting. It's gonna be okay in time. You may be wanting to move things faster, past a lag. But I feel like things are inadvertently, see that, okay, things are inadvertently going towards things being okay, things working out, and something really quite hopeful. That, and there are quite possibly there are quite possibly incidents, little simple pleasures that are present in your life that do bring you peace. If that's the case, I feel like it's meant for you to um, feel those things when they come up. What I am seeing here is also, if I think about your guidance, it may be for you to sit certain things out and wait. If you've been dealt a bad hand sometime this month, it may be a good course of action for you to consider to wait and prepare. Because there will come such a time that things will be clearer, and then the things that you prepared will be really nice that you prepared them. You know, kind of like Noah's Ark. Excuse me. Where they were dealt a bad hand. By, being told by God to build an ark, being in the ark for 40 odd days and nights, I think it was, facing that ridicule. But even with building the ark, he built the ark and he was ready when the storm came. And even when he was on the ark, he had enough supplies, and he was, I'm sure they were preparing for such a time that, dry land would be found. So I feel like if you are, I just feel like prepare, just kind of sit back, wait, prepare yourself for some night. If you've been dealt a bad hand this May, keep your head down. That's weird. Yeah, keep your head. Excuse me. Keep your head down. And wait. It's really weird. Peace for you may even be something backwards. That's weird. I'm not sure who that would make sense for, but like something backwards may turn things around for you. Could be something in the past, even. No, blood. We're not doing this. Give them to me. There may be an old idea that you've had before, something that maybe didn't make sense for then. It may make sense now. Maybe another idea or inkling or something that doesn't make sense will make sense either now or it'll make sense in time. So don't throw it away because it may be your saving grace. It may be the thing that will be the trigger that lets you know, okay, I'm in a time of peace now, or I'm in a time where I can now plant this seed because there's no adverse effects or anything like that. It's so weird. Children in past life relationship. There's something about the past blood. Something. So, if this has something to do with your family, I'm not sure if I mentioned earlier. I think in the beginning of the reading, I may have like you've been dealt a bad hand. Not to say that your family's bad, but if you've been kind of having some beef with your family, doing something backwards, something may help, but then also knowing that your feelings are real and valid. Like if you do have a family that, which is completely opposite of what I meant, but if you do have a family that is a bit backwards and aren't up to date on the times, your feelings do matter. Your feelings are valid. And knowing that they're real and worth exploring, or maybe even exploring. I was gonna say maybe even exploring them, and then I look at getting to know each other in the reverse, and it's like, But I feel like it may be a little bit more difficult to understand them for the sake of agreeing with them. It may just be to help alleviate the stress of them, if that's something that you're dealing with. If this is about your children doing things backwards, Jesus, may be slightly beneficial. That's weird. If it's in line with what you feel is right. So this could be homeschooling, given the cards that you've been dealt, right? Really believing in yourself and believing in what you've been picking up on and what you've been feeling about this certain situation, and sort of trusting yourself, because that will be the key to your salvation, so to speak, the key to your peace. It's almost like going home and preparing. Like there's something here about like waiting and preparing. Okay. Word. Come here, booby. Okay. Do 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 do. I'm actually getting more of a prepare vibe here. It's like, yeah, wait, but it's like prepare. Because I feel like it seems like this flipped out like this, and then it felt like that. So I'm getting the two stories. If your family is backwards, then there's that story that I said, right? And then if you have charges, as in children, people who you have to look after, there may be something about being backwards that may help. Perhaps it is taking away phones. Perhaps it is spending more face time, physical time together. Perhaps it is revisiting an old relationship to see if it can be, well, I don't want to say mended, but to see if something about that old relationship may help move you into peace. I'm not sure what exactly that could be, but there could be something there for you. But there's something you've been maybe picking up on, and okay, wait. There's something you've been picking up on, and I feel like this reading is giving you permission to indulge in it and really kind of not back down from it. Yes, wait. So maybe in the past few weeks you've been dealt a raw deal. You've just been dealt a bit of a raw deal, and peace is coming though. I feel like if this is something about people around you or the circumstances around you, and they are causing or inciting you to doubt yourself, don't. Don't even entertain those opinions or thoughts, because with getting to know each other, it's really weird that they're both, these knowing cards are both just like no. With getting to know each other and keep an open mind, it's like no, block those things. What you feel is right. What you feel is what you should go on, and that's how you should proceed from. Like that's where you should proceed from. So that could also be sort of the backwards way, because if you're getting insight that is maybe more modern, and your inkling is like, man, but what about like in the olden days, or like what about this like way of doing it, like, you know, whatever, then that may be something that is valid for you and your individual path. Okay. It could also be for you to wait and not quite act based off of the situation and the cards you've been dealt, right? And just sort of prepare for what it is that you're feeling. Prepare for what it is that might be coming around for you in your way. But I do feel like with peace here, I'm quite comfortable. And even with TikTok, it seems like in time things will, you know, the smoke will clear in time. You know. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up on here. I wish you everything. I wish you an amazing month and joy and happiness and love.